Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. With you, Manena, and today I'm going to be talking about a topic that I'm sure interests everybody. I'm going to be talking about the top 10 Formula 1 drivers of all time, according to Red Bull. Okay, so I actually have to read this because this is what the Red Bull website actually said. The top 10 drivers that they got are actually based on the percentage of races won versus race starts. So this is practically made up of statistics. And once we start saying the top 10 drivers, you will actually notice why. These are definitely stats, and not necessarily because they are the best drivers. I mean, one or two of them I had honestly never heard of them before. They sound terribly bad, and it's a wrong thing to say, but hey, I'm being honest. In the case of Max Verstappen, just a little spoiler alert, he did not make the list. Despite him being the 2022 and 2021 world champion, he made it to the Hall of Fame in 2022 for having won the most races in a season. He won 15 races. This is something that had never happened before. But saying our top 10 best drivers of all time according to Red Bull and their stats, in 10th place, we have Alain Prost. He has 51 wins and he's a 4 times world champion. I was quite shocked that him having so many wins and so many world championships, he was that low. I mean, he's number 10 for crying out loud, and you're gonna be surprised with Ayrton Senna. Yeah. Because the thing is, as they say, it's based on the percentage of races won versus races started. Because they were for so long in Formula 1, I guess that's what makes them be so low. But at the same time, I'm like, dude, really? Unnecessary. Okay, 9th place, Ayrton Senna with 41 wins and 3 world championships. See, I'm telling you guys, these top 10 results actually made me a little bit mad because I was like, no, I'm just not buying it. And you'll see why very shortly. 8th place, Sir Jackie Stewart with 27 wins and 3 world championships. So far, we have only world champions, which makes absolute sense. 7th place, Michael Schumacher with 91 wins and 7 world championships. I mean, hello, for real, 7th place. The 7th best driver of all times. I am not one for data, you know? I am one for facts. That's why I don't really consider myself very technological nor an engineer, but here's why. I mean, technology doesn't always say the truth. Michael Schumacher 7th, seriously? I would place him at number 1 if I'm honest with you. If I'm being ridiculous, I would give him 2nd place, you know? So there's no 6th place actually, because 5th place is a tie. I really didn't get that. I don't even know why there would be a tie. Maybe they had the same number of race starts? Who knows? So this is for Bill Vukovich with 2 wins. I have no idea who he is. I mean, I know now because I did a little research on him for this video, but when I was reading the list, I was like, huh? Bill who? And Lee Wallard with 1 win. Another driver that I didn't know who he was. So we have 1 driver with 2 wins and 1 driver with 1 win. And according to the stats, they're 2 of the top 10 drivers in the world. Why don't we have Pierre Gasly, Carlos Sainz, or Esteban Ocon there? 4th place is for none other than Jim Clark with 25 wins and 2 world championships. That's a little bit better. Guys, you're gonna be shocked. Especially all you Hamilton fans, but the 3rd place was for Lewis Hamilton with 103 wins and 7 world championships. He is nonetheless the driver with the most wins in the history of Formula 1. He made it to 3rd place, which, if you ask me, in real life, I, based on facts, would place him on the top 5. I would definitely not necessarily name him number 1. Don't hate, it's just an opinion. 2nd place, Alberto Ascari with 13 wins and 2 world championships. Fun fact, he is the only Italian driver to have won a world championship with Ferrari. And I kind of have to agree on number 1. For me, it was definitely for Michael Schumacher or for Juan Manuel Fangio with 5 world championships and 24 wins. Also based on stats, a lot of stats people, I don't really know what they're called, but a lot of people that do research with stats and computers and technology say that based on performance and, well, stats, that Juan Manuel Fangio is indeed the best driver in Formula One of all time. I would have to give it to Michael Schumacher because he basically built the car. In other cases, there has been a clear sign of superior cars, which have given a clear advantage to other drivers. And no, I'm not just talking about Mercedes. Red Bull could also be the case, but I do think Max Verstappen is beyond. So based on facts, not stats, I would definitely place Max Verstappen in the top 10 drivers, best drivers in Formula One of all time. He truly is one of a kind. But this is it, you guys. The top 10 drivers in Formula One history according to Red Bull stats. What do you guys think? Who surprised you the most? Or what position surprised you the most likely? Don't forget to mention it down below, and of course, see you again next week in another episode of A Girl Talks Formula One.